Spain and Turkey made it public that they had sent at least one warship each to escort the SUMUD Flotilla to their destination to bring food and medicine to the civilians of Gaza. So where the heck were these ships? Many are asking, and I'm going to answer today briefly with analysis and speculation, not clear-cut absolute facts. Just 70 miles off the coast of Gaza, the flotilla was intercepted, and one by one, Israeli commandos boarded the vessels and abducted the passengers. They needed commandos because, remember, these ships are quite dangerous. They have in their holds weapons of mass nutrition, and you have dangerous Norse warriors like Greta Thunberg on board, so can't take any chances. Now these boats will likely, of the flotilla, will likely be towed to nearby Israeli controlled ports like Ashdod. So the Spanish and Turkish ships, back to the main topic, where the heck were they? The answer is they were almost definitely not given the orders from the administrations, from Ankara, from Madrid, to officially escort the flotilla on their way. I mentioned this several times in my past analysis videos. A full escort would mean protecting the progress of the flotilla by all means necessary. If the flotilla keeps going, you keep escorting them. If someone tries to stop it, you stop the ones who are trying to stop it. You get the point. And of course, neither Spain nor Turkey's administration have a desire to genuinely engage in a kinetic fight with Israel on the high seas. Geopolitically speaking, that's just not a decision they're currently willing to make, a decision they currently think would favor their administration's position. Okay. So just as they all, the flotilla and the escorting quote-unquote warships entered the exclusion zone set by Israel, that's 100 to 60 miles off the coast of Gaza, that's the Israeli exclusion zone, as the region of water Israel patrols constantly in order to ensure a naval blockade is effective of civilians, a naval blockade of civilians. Just before entering this zone, the warships peeled off, they pulled out. Similar to how Greece peeled off much earlier and Italy shortly thereafter. It was planned. It's not a shock and surprise. By and large, the SUMUD members knew that these guys aren't here for a military escort where they will fight anyone who tries to stop us. That's not what they were there for. So what was the point, many are asking? Well, the warships escorting the flotilla for as long as they did potentially ensured the flotilla boats got closer to Gaza. I know it's really clutching at straws, but a beggar can't be a chooser. Historically, Israel has intercepted ships even further out than 70 miles, and it's all in international waters, by the way. So for those weird pro-Israelis from Nigeria, or I don't know why, but maybe they're on the Hasbara, what do you call it? Not roster. The Hasbara paycheck? Whatever. Anyway. For those who say Israel has a right to control its waters, this is not Israel's waters by any definition. This is not Gazan waters, Israeli waters, Palestinian waters, this is international waters. But this time, the ships got closer than 70 miles, that's the point. Now, reports at the time of this recording suggest 4 ships are still sailing, in fact, with over 40 intercepted or assumed intercepted. That's the rest of the flotilla. Why assumed intercepted? Because the Israeli communication jamming being deployed means that it's very hard to know what's actually going on. Now, there is one final question many are asking, which is about the Turkish drones. What was the point of the Turkish drones that were flying overhead if, the flotilla boats got intercepted? Anyway, I'll cover that in my next post. For the unbiased news and analysis without the Western spin, I'm Mahfuz, or NewsBaba, and I'll see you on the next one.